The Shep Naz Podcast begins now.
You're listening to the Shep Naz Podcast, a podcast at Shepherd Church. Everything we do here is to help people take their next step toward Jesus, and this podcast is part of that. We want to help you engage daily in spiritual development. I've got some friends here today, Bryanna and Nick, and we're going to talk about something that's happening next week that you're not going to want to miss, and some of you have already signed up for it, so we want to kind of give you a sneak peek of what's getting ready to happen. It's called The Big Serve. We're going to be joining in with Nazarene churches all over USA and Canada and blessing our community over the next weekend. And so here to talk about the day is Bryanna, who's kind of coordinating that event, and Nick, who is the campus pastor at Shepherd Johnstown, where most of those projects are taking place. So welcome in, guys. How's it going?
It's going well. Good. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are good?
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about the Big Serve and talk about some of the projects that are happening, and then maybe some ways people can be involved with it if they aren't already signed up, and then kind of talk about what we're trying to get people to be a part of in this. So Brandon, if you want to start, you kind of been coordinating this event behind the scenes and working on projects, but also trying to get signups for it. So talk about the event and what people can expect.
Yeah. So basically, as he kind of already mentioned, the Church of the Nazarene across US and Canada are gathering on this weekend to just serve our communities and kind of just do that in multiple ways. We have some pretty exciting opportunities to be serving both in Gehenna and Johnstown. So it's really just an opportunity to be the hands and feet of Jesus and to just spread his love and just really love on our communities. And it's just cool that we're all doing this on the same weekend. So like cities all across, like we said, US and Canada, there's going to be people just going out and just reflecting the love of Christ to the people around them. So it's a really cool opportunity to serve this weekend.
Yeah. Awesome. And then when we were working with projects, what we found was that there were a lot more opportunities in Johnstown. And we were excited about that because we're really trying to establish good connections and help to kind of propel the ministry forward in Johnstown. So Nick, let's talk about some of the things that we're going to be able to do in Johnstown and work with the folks who are a part of our campus up there, but also some people who are coming up from Gehenna to kind of bless the community and help kind of establish a presence in the community.
Yeah. So when we were when we were kind of looking at the timeline of things and launching in a new location, and then this Big Serve event being the very next month, we saw it as an opportunity. Hey, we could really have a lot of momentum just being a presence, launching in March on Easter, and then the very next month in April being present in our community to say, here's what we're all about. We don't want just people to come to church, but we want the church to go to the world. And so this is a really cool way, simple way to be the church that we see in Scripture, to where it's sent by the Spirit of God into the world to, like Pastor Bryanna said, be the hands and feet of Jesus in very practical, simple ways. And so that's what spent a little time just reaching out to different community leaders and different organizations in Johnstown of saying, hey, here's what we're doing. And it was it felt weird like reaching out and say, hey, I'm Nick, campus pastor of Shepherd Church in Johnstown, and here's what we're doing. Do you have anything we can do? So that's why basically I sent the message out and got a lot of good ideas back from that. And just so we've been sorting through what we're actually able to do and accomplish. And so we came up with several things, reached out. One of the persons I reached out to was the mayor and said, here's what we're doing, Mayor, and do you have any ideas? So he brought up several cool opportunities that we'll be able to do as part of the Big Serve. Did you want me to go ahead and share those?
Yeah, let's talk about some of the things that we're going to be doing.
So, like I said, very simple, practical things that you think, well, any way we can serve that would be helpful, let us know. Well, a couple of things that came back was to spread mulch at one of the parks. It needs done, right? And if you have a group that shows up, say, hey, yeah, we'll do that. So that's what we're going to be doing at one of the parks there in Johnstown, as well as, believe it or not, painting fire hydrants.
All right.
So who thought that would ever need to be done, right? Not me. But that's what came back. And so told the mayor, if that would be helpful, then yeah, we can certainly do that. And he's a few other ideas that, depending on, it's not too late to sign up and to say you'd like to be involved. You know, we've got more projects probably than we want to accept, just because we don't know people power, how much we'll have. So a couple of projects there.
Yeah. So Bryanna, talk about that. So it's not too late for people to sign up. So we're a little over a week away from that weekend. So April 20th is most of the projects going to be happening on Saturday, April 20th. I know that at least one on April 19th. And then we also have Spring Fest on the 21st, which is a community event here in Gahanna. So how could people sign up if they still want to be a part of this? And they're like, they were sitting on the sidelines and thinking, okay, well, maybe I could be involved.
Yeah. So we have kind of the best way you can do it. You can sign the Connect card on Sunday mornings if you scan the QR code. If you come in service, it will take you. There's like a spot where you can say, I want to do the Big Serve. You can sign up that way. Or on our website, we have a thing dedicated to the Big Serve. You can sign up there. Or if you want to be old-fashioned, just come see me on Sunday morning, or Nick, and just say, hey, I want to serve, and we can get you down. We do ask that you register by Wednesday, the
17th?
Yeah, 17th, just so we can finalize jobs and figure out where everyone's going. But even if you just show up the day of, like, the more the merrier, we'll fit you in somewhere. So it's not the end of the world if you don't sign up in time, but it just helps us out to kind of figure out. Yeah,
because like Nick said, we do have some projects that are kind of
sitting on the
ready,
side,
but we need people to do those, and we don't want to commit to them and then not show up. We don't want that to be our reputation in the community, especially in a place like Johnstown where we're trying to build that reputation up from the ground floor. So we'd love for you to be a part of it. We've got all sorts of different kinds, like painting fire hydrants, serving food.
A few other ideas that. So one of the big projects that I wasn't sure, depending on how many people we'd have, if we would accept or not, but there's an organization called Angels Persist who we've, as a church, have partnered with in different ways. They're big on during the Adopt a Child Christmas program that takes place there in Johnstown that we are part of. So that group has a building that needs painted in the exterior of the building. And so I said, well, that'd be something we could do. I'm not sure if we'd be able to just yet, or maybe down the road. So I'm still, depending on how many we have commit, say, being available that specific weekend for the Big Serve, that'd be something we would be able to do. As well as inside, they had a few projects like hanging pegboard for them on one of their walls so they can hang up pictures and things like that. So it'd be a lot of cool projects like that.
Great.
Join us for Springfest 2024 at Shepherd Church of the Nazarene, a family event filled with joy and community spirit. Bring your kids to teach you songs and dances and enjoy a warm welcome to our church family. Experience fun with inflatables, a petting zoo, face painting, crafts, and yard games. Savor free hot dogs, chips, and water, plus treat yourself with Kona Ice available for purchase. Mark your calendars for April 21st from 4 to 6 p.m. Don't miss out on the fun at Springfest. Shepherd Church is located at 425 South Hamilton Road, Gahanna, Ohio. Visit shepnaz.org/spring-fest.
I was just going to say, I think what's neat about this weekend is building those connections and relationships in the community so that we can do things like this again. Obviously, this isn't the end-all be-all. The last time we're going to be serving, we'll be continuing. It may not be this big grand event where we're doing it alongside tons of churches, but this gives us a chance to connect our community, especially in Johnstown, get them connected to Shepherd, and just build those relationships. So
and on that note, it's been pretty cool. I put out there on some of the Facebook Johnstown groups, hey, if anyone from the community wants to be part of this, what we're doing, Big Serve, let us know. And so I had a place for them to sign up, and we've had 5 or 6 people from the community say they want to be part of that and serve in their own community, which has been pretty cool to see. So we're excited about connecting with them, building that, like Bryanna said, that relationship with them in a context outside of a Sunday morning. Is I think a pretty cool thing to see, and I'm excited about it.
Cool. All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap up our episode there today. We know we got to get Nick out to Alpha up in Johnstown, and youth group tonight for Bryanna and
Exciting
Shep
things.
Naz Youth. So thanks for listening. If you want to be a part of the Big Serve, go ahead and email us, podcast@shepnaz.org. We'll get you to that Connect card, get you connected with Bryanna, and so you can be a part of that. We'd love for you to come out and be a part of that. If you're like, I can't be a part of that weekend in particular, we're also doing a food drive that's going to benefit the food bank that we help to run up in Johnstown as well. So you can bring in non-perishable food items to the Shepherd Gahanna campus or in Johnstown. We'd love to take that. But thanks for listening. Have a great day.
This podcast is a production of the Shepherd Church of the Nazarene, Gahanna, Ohio. Email to podcast@shepnaz.org and let us know what you think.